it's your boy the Memphis Accelerate back at you with all of my card games. The show we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at. Have ourselves a good old time. Today we are taking a look at just a throwback sort of deck. We're taking a look at Volcanic trains. That's right, it's a combination of trains with a bit of volcanics on the side. Mostly just scattershot nuking boards. It's a board making deck where we just make ourselves a nice big monster, set ourselves up a nice little board wipe, and just go for the gold. So we got ourselves a nice little deck here. We'll go over the deck list real quick, but before we do, massive shout out to all you at home for 481 subscribers on the tube. We are so close to that 500 sub goal. I can taste it. We got a couple months left. We can get there. Only need 19 more. So thanks to all you guys. You're really amazing. You are. So without further ado, let's go into our deck list real quick and then get right into the duels as we do. So for our main deck today, we're running one copy of Jizuku, the Star-Destroying Kaiju, 3 each of Night Express Knight, Super Express Bullet Train, and Heavy Freight Train Derek Crane, 1 Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord, 1 Gamma Sile, 1 Ruffian Railcar, 3 copies of Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede, 1 Volcanic Counter, and 3 Volcanic Scattershots, along with 3 Effect Veilers. We have Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Foolish Burial Goods, Terraforming, Monster Born, 2 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, 1 Call by the Grave, 3 Urgent Schedule, 1 Train Connection, 3 Revolving Switchyard, 1 Blaze Accelerator Reload, and a Skill Train. For our extra deck, we have Masquerade, Double-Headed Anger Knuckle, Pentastag, Nightmare Phoenix, and Unicorn. We have number 35, the Ravenous Tarantula, 2 copies of Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, 2 number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. We have 1 Super Dimensional Robo Galaxy Destroyer, 1 number 84 Pain Gainer, 2 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Libe, and number 77 the 7 Sins. As for the side deck, not much to say. If you want more kaijus, go right ahead. If you want bigger numbers, go for multiple limiter removals. Just keep doubling Libe's attack. And if you want to go for a sort of lockdown, I recommend things like anti-spell fragrance to slow down your opponent's spells. Stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's get into today's duels. Have ourselves a good time. Alright, the first opponent. We can go first or second with this deck, but because of the way we're playing the Volcanics, I prefer to go first with this deck. It's kind of the thing. Alright, what do we have for an opening hand? It's not perfect, but it's at least a serviceable opening hand. So what we're going to go ahead and do is start with Foolish Goods, and we're going to go ahead and send to the graveyard our Blaze Accelerator Reload. Have our Field Nuke ready and waiting. We're going to go for Night Express Knight, and as the trains do, summon out Bullet Train. You see, if I had no monsters, I can summon this without tribute. Or actually, I can just summon it without tribute, whatever, but his deck becomes 0. Bullet Train can be special summoned from the hand if all you have is Earth Machines. That way we got 2 level 10s, and since we're going first, we're going to make good old Dora. And we'll put her in the middle to avoid any relinquished anima potential. Don't want to get easily outed. So now we're going to go ahead and end our turn. It's a nice simple setup, but it's quite effective. As you can see, Dora is here, 4k defensive wall, I should say. 3,200 point beat stick. And I can make her immune to things if she didn't get hit by Santa Claus. It's a month early, for the fuck's sake. Alright. Super Heavy Samurais. Interesting. What does this do again? Discard a monster, summon, let's see, target a Super Heavy Samurai in the grave, summon to your zone, that's called points to, okay. Super Heavy Samurais. My Feather Duster is literally useless against this. We shall see indeed. We'll see indeed. But yeah, we got ourselves Volcanics. This gives me a Field Nuke. Basically, I banished this trap card from my grave to send Scattershot to the grave, who will then proceed to send more copies of himself to the grave in order to nuke my opponent's monsters, deal 1,500 burn damage. As for my opponent, Battle Ball. Well, there goes my free draw. Also, he has Super Heavy Samurai Thief, which I don't think destroy a card in opponent's pendulum. Okay, that doesn't do anything to me other than not much. So he'll get to synchro with my monster into Big Boy Ninja Man. I'm not going to field nuke just yet. I could, but I don't really feel the need to. Yeah. I'm still good. I'll take some damage, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use Bullet Train's effect. I can recover a monster in the end phase. And it'll be good. But you know, making this deck, getting the Volcanics ready, it really makes me, really ponder and think about how Volcanics still haven't gotten any support. You know, our old boy Pain96, he is still waiting for that Volcanic support. 980-something days, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of weird, because most GX decks have had support, big or small, so I just don't understand why Konami hasn't done it. It's weird. But yeah, we're going to use Stampede's other effect. I can target my level 10 here, make both of my monsters level 10, and we're going to go ahead and make Dora this time. Good old Dora. Dora the Explorer. We're going to go ahead and attach material and do some burn damage. And then I can stack Libe on top of my monster. Hacha. And Juggernaut Libe, very nice monster. I can attach material from it. Give myself a big Tooth K beat stick bonus. And I can attack monsters my opponents equal to the number of materials plus 1. So I can just wipe this guy's board here. Barring him having a hand trap of some kind that I don't remember super heavy. No, they have the Buster Glove. But that wouldn't really help him because double 2,800 is still less than 6,000. So we'll go ahead and set up Skill Drain. End our turn. If I can Skill Drain this guy, he's pretty much dead. He's pretty much dead if I Skill Drain him because Super Heavy Samurais are literally all monster effects. That's kind of what they do. And I probably should have immediately played this, but we'll see what this guy does. Come on. Let me do it on your summon. Alright, he did not let me do it on the summon. I should have immediately played this, but whatever. He can steal my Skill Drain. He's not going to play it. I mean, he might play it. I really doubt he would play that, but you never know. It's all good. You know what? I don't need to immediately lock this guy. That would be a dick move. That would be a very dick move. I could have done it, but I feel like that'd be a bit too much. But yeah, Volcanics, me. When are they getting that? You know what? Just give him a spell. Give him a normal spell that says add a Volcanic monster from deck to hand. Give him the Ice Barrier Medallion treatment. It's at least something. Alright, so what is this guy? He's going to make another Scarecrow. Add himself another monster. I mean, I still got my Field Nuke, so I'm just waiting in the wing for that. And this lets you summon another Samurai from the deck. Alright. Infinitrack Tunneler. Is that just there for... I guess that's just there to recover stuff. Or something. Alright. He's certainly up to something. The question is, what exactly is that something? It's gotta be something big. Something big and nasty, I'll tell you that. What are you gonna do? Scales? Alright, I can deal with scales, I think. I'm just trying to remember, what was that one thing he had in his grave? The search... this guy. What does this do? Defense position... Let's see... When an opponent's monster question direct attack, you banish a card from the grave, target a Super Heavy Samurai in the grave is some... Aha! He did have a plan. I was like, is this guy about to die? And then I'm like, no, he actually does have a plan here. I'm still okay, I think. Okay, so he's not doing anything. He's just setting himself up a little bit of stuff. Alright, let us... I really wish I had a Derek Crane right now. That would be beautiful. Let's go ahead and summon out Stampede. He's not going to hit us with our own Skill Drain. That would be silly. He would stop himself from playing. See, that's the thing. He might have my trap card, but I'm not worried about him using my trap card. So we're going to go ahead and make these two level 10, as we do. He actually did it. I'm surprised at that. He actually... What? Target spell trap on the field, destroy it, inflict 500 damage. Okay then. My opponent has decided to skill drain himself in super heavy. Okay, well, he does have the Buster Glove, but the thing is, it doesn't really do much anymore. Alright. Let's just beat over his scales, I guess. I could beat over this too, but now that he has the hand trap, I'm gonna have to. You know, I'm just gonna wait a turn. I'm gonna set things up for next turn as I adjust my seat. Because what exactly is he gonna do in this situation? He can't use any of his own monsters now. I mean, I get he was trying to stop me from going for Ravenous Tarantula. That was my plan, by the way. Ravenous Tarantula. Okay. Make bigger Synchro monster. Okay, good old Susano. And then now the Tunneler. Okay, recover some stuff. But you know you can't attack while you have this card, right? Not while they're in defense mode. Well, it's not how that works, my dude. That is not how that works. That is not. What I need right now, I could really go for a Derek Crane right now. That would be really nice. I also really go for my Call by the Grave, because then I can just, like, stop him from using that monster in his graveyard. Either or would work. Alrighty, let me think about this. I also have the Unicorn, that would be pretty useful. I also have Pentastag for piercing damage. I've got this and that and that and this. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it over with. Let's get rid of Skill Drain. I don't need him draining my skills. Let's go ahead and turn these two into level 10s. There you go. And let me think. I could nuke his monster, but again, that wouldn't really wouldn't do much for me. And I would love to use, you know, Juggernaut, or not Juggernaut. I would really go for Tarantula, but now it's not going to really help me either. That's the tricky bit, isn't it? Although I could go for 7 Sins. Let me think. With attack less than any of the cards. Hold on. I always forget that other effect of pain. Once per turn. Destroy all face-up monster opponents with defense less than equal to this card. That might actually work. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do is make number 35 Ravenous Tarantula, which will give all of my monsters a boost based on the difference in our current life points. Really good for evening duels out and ending duels. And I can stack up Pain Gainer on top of Mr. Tarantula. He gains defense equal to the ranks of the monsters we have. And I can attach, let's see, how many materials will I currently have? 1, 2, 3, I only need 2. Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. Might as well use up that dude. So attach a material, pop his monster because it's smaller than ours. He can steal him a spell. And, yeah, I guess he'll steal the Harpy's Feather Duster, but that's, like, all he can steal, and that's really not going to help him anything anytime soon. So now we're going to go ahead and make number 77, the Seven Shins. He's got 7 shins on his body, and we have enough materials to use his effect later. So yeah, let's go ahead for battle phase. Obviously, he'll just revive the Susano or something, but I'm just trying to use up what he's got. You know, he can bring back the Susano. I'm still going to battle into it. He'll probably use his Buster Glove. But that's all part of the plan. Or, conversely... No, he's going to do it. He'll do it. His monster will become rather large, but still not big enough to kill me. So we'll end our turn. And he can steal more of my spells. Thing is, if he tries to steal my, what do you call it? If he tries to steal my reload, I can just chain the reload. So that's why he didn't steal reload earlier. If you're wondering why he didn't do that. So, now my opponent, you know, he's giving me some good back and forth. You know, big old machine deck versus big old machine deck. That's what happens when you get 2 big old machine decks to hit each other really hard in the face. Giga Glove. Another graveyard dude. What does this do again? Let's see. Super Heavy Samurai. Let's see. Do a direct attack. Banish this card from the grave. Activate 5 cards. Super Heavy Samurai monster, which obviously it'll be. Add it to your hand. Attack a monster's attack becomes 0. But this is Super Heavy Samurai, so of course that's pretty much all it's going to be. Unless he's got, like, Ash Blossoms and things. Which I suppose is something he could be running. You never know. Alright, so Scarecrow is going to go off. As you do. Drum. Destroy target Super Heavy Samurai in the grave. Okay, Scales is going to go off. Bringing back the drum. Alright. I'm just thinking about when I want it. Because if I destroy the drum now, he'll just bring back Susano. So it's like, what are you building? Making Musashi. Target a machine in your grave, add to your hand. Okay. I guess he just wants the glove back. Okay. Let us nuke him. Nuke him and pook him. That's the plan. Alright. Scatter shot to the grave. And then chain scatter shot's other effect to send more copies of himself. So, unless he does actually have something, we should be good. So he's going to steal my skill drain again. As he do. I mean, he's already shown he will use it. So he might do it again. I don't know. I don't know, man. Scatter shot, do your thing. Do some burn damage. All I really need to do now is just go for Gustav and, like, end the duel. Although, oh, is he going to skill drain himself again at this point? That's a good question. I doubt it. But, maybe. He did it before. I was so sure he would not skill drain himself, but he did. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So we got the 7 sins. He's a nice dude. I can banish my opponent's special summon monsters. And then attach one of them as material to this dude. You can't do it the same turn you summon him, but that's a thing you can do. Let's go ahead for Stampedo. And go ahead and bring back Dora so I can make another Libe. And he did it again. Son of a gun. Alright. Well. The only thing I really need to worry about, I suppose, is like, I don't know. He has another Giga Glove or something, which he might do. Who knows? So I'm going to attack with Stampedo first, because obviously he has the dude in the grave. And this thing, whatever this is. You take damage, summon this card, can't be targeted. Okay, but his effect's negated. So it does nothing. Okay, so I'll take 200 points of damage. Gosh darn, this guy just refuses to die. Alright. Alright, my dude. Your monster's alive. But the thing is, your glove doesn't do anything unless I attack you. You have no monster effects of your own now. What your backup plan is, I'm not sure. I mean, I can just keep attacking you. Eventually, I will win the duel. So I'm very curious. What is your plan, Mr. Super Heavy Samurai? Super Heavy Samurai. Now, there's a deck that's probably... well, I mean, they got a Link monster. They did get a Link monster before Volcanics. And also, I believe they got... Musashi was not part of the original lineup. That's for sure. So, yes. Yeah. Super Heavy Samurais, they get support. Volcanics, not so much. Everyone loves Super Heavy Samurais. Volcanics, apparently not. Apparently not. Come on, man. What are you gonna do? You gotta think hard. You played this. You wanted to play it. You could have let me end the duel. But no, you were like, no, I'm not gonna allow that. So you must have a plan of some variety. Or not! Okay, so my opponent has rage quit. Maybe not quite rage quit. He understood that this wasn't gonna go anywhere. He skill drained himself in a Super Heavy Samurai duel. But that was his own decision. He thought he would keep it going, and he did keep it going for a bit until I blew up it myself, but then he get it back. So I don't know where he was going with that. But there you go. There's Super Heavy Samurai versus the Trains. The Trains were victorious. And I got to show off the Volcanic bit. So let's go for Duel 2. And Do more of this. Do more of this. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Going second this time. And what are we up against? Earth Machine. Again with Earth Machines. It's a popular deck. So, you know, sometimes EDO Pro, it's weird. You know, when there's a new deck, everyone plays that. When there's nothing new, people just kind of play whatever. And I guess people are playing Infinitracks. Although likely he'll have other things as well, like, I don't know, Machina's a popular choice, Katakuri sometimes, heck, even Trains. Could be any of those things. Alright, so he's going to be making himself a bit of a board here. Good old River Stormer. Attach material, take Earth Machine, put it in hand or put it in grave. And he's got the Trencher in the grave, which, what does this do? Banish from the grave, target, let's see. Target, level 5 lower, Infinitrack, summon it in defense mode. And this is the Searcher. Alright, he's going to be making him bored. He's going to be making himself a big old, nasty old board with all these big old shovels. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit until my opponent is finished making a board. Because obviously I have massive board wipe potential here. So I'm skipping ahead. I'll be back as soon as this guy is done. Alrighty, I am back at it. Okay, so he's got Earth Slicer. I believe he put this thing... I don't know if he has that protection or not, actually. Let's go ahead and just annihilate his everything. We'll start with Herpes Feather Duster. Get rid of all them nasty spell traps, don't you know? I don't know what accent this is, but I'm going to say it anyway. Ooh, he's got Barrage Blast. That's kind of a train card, in a sense. It's got Juggernaut, Libe, and Dora on it. So let's go ahead and Foolish Burial Goods. Send our Blower Upper card. As well, I don't trust this thing surviving, so I'm just gonna go Kaiju it. I'm gonna give it a good old Koijin. And so now we will go ahead and proceed to burn the world. Like so. You know, I can't wait for Volcanics to actually get that support. You know, because then we'll just basically, all I want is the ability to put the scatter shots back in the deck easier. You know, that would alone also make, like, multiple reloads better. If you think about it. Like, if there was a Volcanic that you could put these guys back in the deck to summon, or something like that. Or maybe the Fusion does it to burn too, I don't know. Something. Just a wee bit of something. That's all I'm asking. So this is going to be an OTK unless I'm mistaken. Unless this guy has a hand trap. This ought to be an OTK here. This guy tried to set up a nice board. This deck doesn't like big boards. This deck destroys big boards. So we're going to go ahead and make our Gustav. We're going to use Gustav. Attach material, do 2,000 burn damage. As we like to do, we'll make ourselves a Liber. It stands for love. Love for these giant World War II era massive big guns. Big guns, they call them. Alright, so we'll go ahead for the burn. And we'll go for the battle. And that'll be a nice OTK from the trains. Thanks to our Volcanic brothers. They were good brothers. Alright, let's go ahead for duel numero 3. Alright, yeah, third and final duel of the evening. I would go more, but this deck really just excels at doing the one thing. I mean, it has other combos, obviously. Ooh, this opening hand, not that great. But I can at least do something. So we'll go ahead and activate Terraforming. Get our field spell, Revolving Switchyard. First time we're seeing it tonight, which is odd. But it is what it is. So Revolving Switchyard, once per turn, I can discard a card in order to search out one of my level 10 Earth Machines. Also, if I want to... let's see. What was the other effect? Summon Earl. Okay, yeah. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is summon Night Express Knight. Use the other effect. My opponent takes no damage, so perfect for going first. Summon low-level monster as a high-level monster. That way I use less stuff out of my hand. So we'll go ahead and make Dora, as we do. And we'll be ending our turn. You know, don't have my field nuke this time, which is unfortunate, but we do have a Dora. And if I detach that Ruffian Raider car, I get a search in the end phase, so pretty good. I got Train Connection to make big monsters bigger. I got Exodius, which is recovery and a level 10 body. I've got Monster Reborn, which is Monster Reborn. Other than the lack of field nukage, not bad for a going first. The only thing that would have made it better is maybe having that skill drain, but other than that, no complaints. No complaints. So, this guy's called Naming Convention? What kind of deck are you running, Mr. Convention? I'm not sure. Usually from the name you can garner something. Something. What this guy's playing? No idea. He could be playing a lot of things. For all we know, he's playing, Moki Moki. I shouldn't laugh, because Moki Moki is a serious powerhouse deck. If you've never played Moki Moki, you don't understand. If you've played Moki Moki, you understand completely what I'm talking about. As it stands, my opponent is doing some serious thinking. So, what to talk about while we wait for this guy to do things? Yeah, more Volcanic support. Just give us... Konami, our boy Pain's been waiting for almost 1,000 days. I don't know if you actually are aware of his existence. Probably not, but could you just give the guy something? I don't care what it is. Just do it. Do it now. Alrighty, so it turned out my opponent was actually playing Madolche. I don't know what it took him so long to do anything with, but he is playing Madolches. So I'm going to go ahead and make Dora immune now. Just kind of figuring out. I guess he was trying to figure out his combo. Madolche's not super complicated, but sometimes you want to set things up a certain way to get the best stuff. As it stands, thus it is. I'm going to stare over here, and then stare back over at the screen. My opponent is going to be searching out his spell traps with Mr. Messin Gelato. Alrighty. Add in some spell traps, I see. We'll find out what we do with our turn. Okay, he got the ticket. And yeah. He's got a ticket. He's got a salon. Doesn't have a graveyard, so he has the field spell. Is all good for him. Yeah, Messin Gelato doesn't do anything right at the moment. And I'm trying to remember what the Madolche traps do. I believe they do have some negates. I do remember that. The question is, what do they do? That I don't remember. We'll find out. Hey, we will find out one way or another. So he's going to make Fresh Zuslarto. This card will be destroyed. Shuffle Madolche from grave to deck instead if I do that. Or he does that. Tiaramisu. Alright. I mean, he can attempt to bounce. I mean, all that's going to do is get rid of Switchyard. Which, admittedly, is something I wish he wouldn't do, but what can you do? Because now, Madolche ticket goes off, which I believe... He can summon a monster from his deck with this, and this is going to get him his field spell. Alrighty. As ya do, as ya do. I'm just really concerned about these set cards is the only thing. Because Madolches have some nasty spell traps. Oh, and I know they have a trap. What was the trap of theirs? Ugh, I'm trying to remember. They have a trap that can, like, negate stuff. But I cannot for the life of me remember what it is or how it works. Alrighty, so now everyone gets bigger. I'm still bigger than everything he's got. We'll find out. I might have to just ram into him with Dora at this point. It's one of those situations, man. I don't have my field... If I had started with my field nuke, this wouldn't have happened. That's the thing. That's what's nice about the Volcanic Scatter Shots. Is just the ability to mess your opponent's day up. So let's go ahead. We'll get a Derrick Crane. We'll get a Derrick Crane for various reasons. There's one of those reasons. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and put Dora in attack. Make myself immune to stuff. See if I can bait out a trap. Okay, no traps. Not yet, anyway. So let's go ahead and actually, ooh, that would almost work. Going for the super dimensional robot would normally be my go-to, but he has protection for that. I'm gonna go with the back row though. Okay, let's try it. Let's summon out Stampede. Use his effect on Night Express Knight, as well as summoning Mr. Daracrane. Hacha. And then Hacha. I don't often get to go for this guy, so I'm very excited for this. So let's go ahead and make Super Dimensional Mega Robot Megazord. I'll activate its effect, detaching Daracrane, popping the face down cards. And Daracrane will pop his Tiramisu, because I don't trust it. Very good. Alrighty, so now... Don't I have game here? Wait a minute. No, you're a light machine, you actual amateur. Alright. Let's go for Juggernaut Libe. We'll go for Juggernaut Libe. And I can just make myself 8,000 there. Or I can't. Why can I not do this? Banish 2 level... Oh yeah, I need to have level 10 monsters. Ooh, unfortunate. Alright. I guess I might as well make myself big. Might as well. And we're going to attack into... Let's see, you have a fairy. We'll attack Sistart. Do some damage. He can shuffle a monster into his deck. It doesn't even matter at this point, does it? He can just get the stuff back. And then these tickets go off. I detached the wrong card. I should have put another level... No, I did. I did do that. I didn't do anything wrong. It was just a matter of... He had set... Oh, that's the new card. Promenade. Face a card, opponent controls a Madolche, you control her in the grave, negate. Return that guy to the hand. That's what that does. Alright. Can I make something else? I can, but that would be kind of pointless. So I'll end my turn and we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think I might be in trouble here. I did not get an OTK or nothing. Which is unfortunate indeed. What did he even have face down? He had 2 impermanences. Okay, so he could have stopped me, but he chose not to. Interesting. Alright. But yeah, I think I might actually be dead here, because if he makes another Tiramisu, which I would not doubt him having another Tiramisu, then he can just shuffle my dudes back into the deck. And while I do have... Well, if I survive, I'll be good. But the thing about Madolche is they're kind of an OTK deck. We'll find out. Plus, he has Promenade that just straight negates whatever he wants. So, I'm going to skip ahead to the battle phase and see if we survive this turn or not. If not, I'll see you guys in the end screen. Alright, yeah, everybody. So, Volcanic Trains went 2 out of 3. The Madolche player sadly ran me over. But that can happen, you know. If you don't have enough interruption, you know, trains can set themselves up really nice. They're even better going second, to be honest. But with this particular build going first, as we like to do, if you don't get the scatter shot, things get a little dicey. So, you know, unfortunately we lost, but at least we got to show off most of what this deck likes to do. You know, we had ourselves some nice bits of back and forth. We were able to do lots of damage. And we were able to summon out most of the dudes from our extra deck anyway. So, I'm happy with it, you know. I'm happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed very much as well. As always, if you got to this part of the video somehow, hit the like button. It lets me know that you liked the video. And consider it, like I said, subscribing, because we are trying to hit 500 sibs by the end of the year. And we're very close to it. So thank you all very much for watching. Your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see you guys again next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Take care till then, and y'all have a good one.